Good evening, everyone, or good afternoon, or good morning, depending on what time of day it is where you are. A very warm welcome, as usual, back to What's for Tea and our meals of the week. If you're new and you're not normally here, this is What's for Tea. My name's Cheryl, and this is just the part of the week where I show you what I made for the family meals for the previous week. But just before I move on, I wanted to say a massive thank you to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page. So thank you once again, guys. As you know, it does mean an awful lot. So I usually start off on Monday all the way through till today, which is Sunday. We call it tea, but you might call it dinner. But whatever you call it, it is just the main meal of the day. Now, I'm no chef, no cook. I'm a bit of a foodie, and I do like to try and make our meals look as nice as I can, within reason. And we were down in Yorkshire just overnight, so I will show you what we had that night and also a wee bit of the accommodation we were staying in as well. So let's go and see what we made this week, or what I made this week. And I've usually got a selection of your comments at the end of Meals of the Week, just from my videos during the week. But instead of that, I'm going to tell you about the giveaway that I've got coming up as well. It's my 70,000 subscriber giveaway announcement. So stay on till the end if you want to hear more about that. So let's go and see once again what I made this week, starting off on Monday. So on Monday we had cheeseburgers. I got these burgers from Marks and Spencer. It's the 3% fat ones, and they were absolutely delicious. Not dry at all, which is what I thought they were going to be. So I had some lettuce, the burger, some melted cheese, tomato on a toasted brioche roll with a wee bit of side salad at the back and some homemade potato wedges as well. Absolutely beautiful meal that. And these are the burgers here. Highly recommended. They are tasty. Moving on to Tuesday, and it was just me and Mr. What's for Tea, and we had this ravioli you'd have seen in my Aldi shopping haul, and this was also really, really nice. And I just made a basic sauce for the top and put on some parmesan shavings with some garlic bread at the back. And this is the pasta here. Again, highly recommended. It was quite plain, but with that sauce, it was just wonderful. Moving on to Wednesday, and with bangers and mash. I had some corned beef that I had to use up, so I just put that through the mashed potato with some pork sausages from the butcher. And of course, with this kind of thing, we've got to have baked beans at the side. And this was really tasty for a wee change. Moving on to Thursday, and I made a chicken curry, sort of Chinese style takeaway type curry. So I had some soft fried noodles with some soy sauce, ginger and garlic and red onions, and that's the chicken curry there. And I always add onions and peas to mine. Moving on to Friday, we were away. Me and Mr. What's for Tea actually went down to Yorkshire. We were going to go down and back in the same day, but decided just to stay the night because it's a 3.5 hour drive. So yeah, this is where we stayed. It's the Craven Heifer. A heifer is actually a cow, just in case you were wondering if you didn't know. So the Craven Heifer Inn is just a traditional sort of country style small hotel or bed and breakfast type accommodation, and this was our room here. It's not really my sort of style, it's a bit too modern for me, but it was lovely and spacious and spotlessly clean. And I did like the touch with the robes, because it's nice and comfy just to sit around in your robe, isn't it, instead of your clothes. But yeah, not completely my style, but like I said, it was spotlessly clean. Now, apparently they've usually got lovely throws and pillows and things on the bed, but they've got to take them away because of the COVID restrictions just now. I'm not sure why, but they were in that wardrobe there, so you could have put them on your shelf if you wanted, but we just left it bare as it was. Like I said, lovely and spotlessly clean. I think this was £125 for the night, but that did include your breakfast as well, and these wonderful views of the Yorkshire Dales. It was so peaceful as well, as you can imagine. It's out in the middle of nowhere, but it was nice, for a wee breakaway. So at night, me and Mr. What's for Tea just had fish and chips from the local takeaway. There was a restaurant in the hotel, but it was very, very busy. So we decided just to sneak some fish and chips back to the room, and these were beautiful. That fish was so fresh. As you can see, they are really white and super tasty. Then the next morning, this was us at breakfast. Like I said, their breakfast is included in the room rate. So, of course, I've got to go for the full Monty. I had the full English breakfast, but I don't like eggs. So I had everything apart from the eggs. And you could have anything on this list here you could have had, but that's what I had, and this is it here. So I've got 2 rashers of bacon, your sausage, tomato, mushrooms, black pudding, which is a kind of blood sausage, and baked beans. Mr. What's for Tea had scrambled egg and bacon. He wasn't that hungry, and he does like his scrambled egg, but this was cooked to perfection, and it's all locally sourced, you know, as much as possible. Obviously the baked beans aren't, but everything else is. And we also had some toast and jam and, you know, butter and that kind of thing. Just bog standard bread, tasty enough. And then some fresh coffee for me. And Mr. What's for Tea always has tea in the morning. I'm not one for tea, unless it's herbal or fruit tea. And moving on to later on that night was Saturday night, and I made cottage pie. I'll leave a recipe for this underneath the video, along with any other meals that feature in Meals of the Week, in case you want to go and watch the video and make them for yourself. And we had just baked beans at the side, and this was it just out of the oven. Moving on to today, and we had roast pork. You'll have seen this roast pork in my booths haul if you watched it. So we had the roast pork with the stuffing, some roast potatoes. I quickly made a cauliflower cheese, and then some homemade applesauce as well. The reason it looks so dark, I accidentally put too much cinnamon in there, but it was still lovely. A nice, quick and simple tea for a Sunday night when you're busy. So that was our meals this week. So thank you very much for watching if you're leaving at this point, and why not consider subscribing just before you leave if you do like these kinds of videos. For everybody else staying on, like I said in the beginning, I do usually have a selection of your comments, but instead I'm just going to tell you a wee bit about the giveaway that's coming up. Now, I did say I was doing a giveaway when I got to 70,000 subscribers, and that's now been and gone. So thank you all very much for deciding, you know, to subscribe and comment and all the wonderful things that you do, because without all that, I wouldn't be here doing a giveaway for you guys. I do get money from YouTube every month, and it, you know, it's getting slightly more as the months go on. So I just feel it's fair to give a wee bit back to you, because like I said, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be having it in the first place. So what I normally do is I will give £100 away to 2 of you, so giving away £200 essentially. But this time what I've decided to do is give away £200 just to 1 of you. Instead of 2 of you getting £100, 1 of you is going to get £200, which I think is going to be a lovely gift to receive, you know, just as we come up to Christmas. And I am going to draw it a couple of weeks before Christmas, so I'm going to leave this giveaway open, you know, between now and Christmas, but I'm going to do a dedicated video for the giveaway, so don't enter just now. There is a video coming up, you know, and it'll tell you more about the giveaway in there and how to enter. It's going to be an international giveaway, so you can enter no matter whereabouts in the world you are. I think it's only fair, you know, and the options are going to be, if you're an international winner, you know, if you do win and you're outside the UK, the options of getting your money are going to be via PayPal or bank transfer. If you're in this country, you can opt for PayPal, bank transfer, or a gift card from your chosen shop. So yeah, fairly simple, but like I said, there will be a video in the next week or so explaining more about the video, so make sure to look out for that if you're thinking of entering. But until I see you next, guys, which is going to be during the week with another wee recipe, you mind to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you off soon back here on What's for Tea. So bye for now. Bye now.